Hello, hello. Thank you for stopping by my channel. Today is going to be a topic that is something that makes some people uncomfortable. It's something that there's a lot of people that don't want to talk about it, and that's quite okay. But I feel like I like my videos to be entertaining as well as educational. And so um, today it's going to be talking about colonoscopies. It's something that there's quite a few of us are going to have to go through once or a few times in our life, unfortunately. Others, you're going to be lucky. So let's go ahead and get right into this, shall we? Welcome to Cat's Crazy Corner. So yes, first we'll talk about the eyes. Yes, I got some new eyeshadow. I got a new eyeshadow palette and some new liners, and I didn't want to wait until Halloween to use them. And being that this is kind of a shocking topic, I guess, that's why I chose to just do it. So that's what's going on with the eyes. We'll address that elephant first. So, as I said, I'm going to talk about colonoscopy. And the reason why is because I want other people to feel at ease. I want other people to understand that there's others out there that feel exactly the way that you do about them, that go through the same things. I want to explain the prep behind it. What fun it is. Absolutely not. But just to educate people and to get people to know exactly what you're going to go through, and so that hopefully it will help other people not be quite as anxious as I was going through before and up until the whole process. So first I had a lot of anxiety, lots of anxiety. Like, I cried a few times throughout the week about it because it just, it was the unknown. I freaked out because to me that's an exit only. So the thought of them shoving this thing in there and as far as they do, I had lots of anxiety about it. I was freaked out about it, honestly, guys. So you have to go on to this low fiber, low salt diet. Some places it says 3 days before. I was told a week before. So then there's all kinds of certain things you can and cannot eat. You can't have any foods that have any red, purple, or blue dyes in them because apparently it can screw up the test, I guess. You can have milk and dairy things, like yogurt, cheese. You can have meat, chicken, turkey, tofu. Yummy. You can have breads and grains, but it's specific ones like white rice. You can't have any brown rice. You can't have any wheat. You gotta not have any fiber supplements or anything like that because you're not going to need any kind of fiber at all. And I will say this, I apologize to anybody that gets easily grossed out or anything like that. I'm not going to be extremely graphic, but I am going to say things like vomit and diarrhea. So just an FYI, okay? You can have, potatoes, but they have to have the skins off them. There's other certain vegetables and fruits, but you can't have any seeds. They can't have any peels. So if they're canned, they have to be skinned and seedless. You're going to have broth is going to be your best friend. It's one of the only things really that you can have that, you can have white rice with some margarine, or butter, but you're going to get real sick of that too. And, some good old chicken broth. Man, you never understand the flavor of chicken broth until you're forced to have it, because then you have to go on a clear diet. And you have to do that. I think it was 2 days before they had me start a clear diet. So, Jello, but again, it can't be any red, blue, or purple. And I just had a lot of broth. It's fantastic. So you have to start that clear liquid diet. You can have coffee, but you can't have anything in it except sugar, which, I'm fine with that, but there was no way I was going to go without having any kind of caffeine. And you can have sodas and stuff too, so, that's reassuring up until, that day that you got to start the prep stuff. Ugh, the prep is the worst. The prep is absolutely the worst. You literally, so the morning of the day before, you have to take four Dulcolax, 4 of them. Okay, that in and of itself is a lot for anybody, but somebody my size, I almost feel like that was enough. I didn't need to drink this mixture of stuff that they want you to drink, because then you have to get a 238 milligram bottle of Miralax, and you have to combine that with 64 ounces of either water, or they tell you to use Gatorade or Powerade, but again, it can't be the red, the blue, or the purple, because the dyes can interfere with the test results and stuff. So, and what they tell you is that you need to finish that 64 ounces of stuff. Like, you're supposed to do it in like a 2 to 4 hour time period. They expected you to drink 8 ounces every 10 to 15 minutes, guys. 8 ounces every 10 to 15 minutes. Do the math on that, okay? Look at an 8 ounce glass of anything, and every 10 to 15 minutes. It's hard enough because the Miralax does not, no matter how much you try to mix it, it does not mix well. And when I tell you that you need to have more than one bathroom in your house, or you need to go to a hotel for the night and be by yourself, because man, was I taking up the bathroom a lot. I mean, the Miralax alone makes you do all this, you know, cleans out your body and stuff. But then you're taking this Miralax, which is basically the same thing, but in liquid form. Oh, guys, when I tell you, like, I was starting to get to, like, I want to say I was a third of the way through the 64 ounces. And I mean, I just started to feel so nauseous. I mean, I literally was like, and then I didn't feel good, and I'm crying, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. And then, I mean, that quick, I was in the bathroom, and do you know how hard it is? Because here I am, I'm literally vomiting up all this water and Gatorade that I'm drinking. Like, I threw up. I swear it seemed like I threw up all of it. And then you have to turn around, because that quick, you're going to have to take a crap. Like, you literally are like, it's coming out of both ends. Like, I don't think that the amount that they tell you is for everybody. Everybody's not the same size, because I literally feel like that was too much for my body, because I am not that big. And so, I mean, I think I still had half a bottle of that stuff left, like when I had to go for my colonoscopy the next day. Like, I mean, I could not. I was just so ill. I just went to bed because it was just, oh my God. But of course, then you're still in and out of the bed because you still, you know, have the diarrhea and stuff. But literally, they want your poo to be like clear, just as clear as your pee is. So that's always fun, because you're no longer pooping, you're just peeing out of both ends of your body. And it's just, oh my God, I felt like complete and utter crap. And then I had anxiety getting to the hospital, and, I started to have anxiety talking to the nurse, and she's very reassuring though, and told me that she had her first one and she felt the same way, and that it's very easy though, and you don't feel anything, which that's the God honest truth. So they hook you up to the IV, they give you a little bit of happy juice, and I mean, before I knew it, it was like over, like it was done, over. I woke up, I didn't feel hurt. I was a little bit crampy in my stomach, which that's to be expected. So expect to have that kind of a thing. But I didn't feel anything. There was no pain afterwards. There was no bleeding. But this is my thing. Like, so then they give you this folder, and apparently my colon was extremely healthy. So woo-hoo, go Cat's colon. Oh. But they give you a printout that has like pictures of your colon on it. And not just one. There's like 3 or 4, I believe it was. Why? I'm not going to show that to anybody. I'm not going to be like, look at my colon, guys. Check this out. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that the best colon you've ever... No. Nobody's going to do that. I'm not going to save it. I don't, like, that's just a waste of paper. I really don't think it's necessary unless somebody asks you, hey, can I get a printout of my colon? You take pictures of it, right? So can I get a printout of that because I want to add it to my collection? Don't hand it out because we just don't want it. It's unnecessary. It's just not necessary at all. So anyway, so it wasn't as scary as I expected it. At least I won't have the same kind of anxieties and fears as I did. And since I've done it now, I know I'm not going to need to take and drink all of that stuff because it's just too much for my size and my body. So keep that in mind too. Like if you're smaller, you're not going to drink all of that mixture because it's going to be way too much and you'll be throwing up and diarrhea at the same time, and it's always fun. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. I hope it was entertaining and educational for you guys. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave comments, tell your friends, come join Cat's Crazy Corner for the party. Oh yeah. Can't wait to see you guys on the next video, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your whatever it is you're having, day, night, evening, whatever. Bye-bye.